ever wonder why acceptance is so important to humanity, to an individual, a person, and why they fear not being accepted, especially when it comes to social acceptance, and why it really matters? Some may say yes because of the social community that desires approval, or because of the project or consultation of other applicable stakeholders, which can be heard as stakeholder acceptance or community acceptance. Social acceptance has different levels and stages as you climb, and the more you climb, the stakeholders change. The reason why many find social acceptance to be of importance is because if you are a stakeholder and you accept someone, you avoid the risk of delays or resistance coming and happening to you. When dealing with acceptance, especially social acceptance, is important because it allows you to be able to build a healthy brand across various platforms. You can gain reputable information, and you also can gain the benefits of stakeholders at the level in which you've reached. Social acceptance also allows you to be able to make change and impact communities and run things smoothly and help things to become more sustainable. Acceptance and social acceptance is something that everyday people don't really give thought to as to why it's important and why people function and behave the way that they behave and how they behave. And it's mainly because of those who are in positions of authority to make decisions or that are stakeholders. They're looking for something that will be sustainable, that will be long term, that can also be profitable for them. But at the same time, you have to question and ask, are they really concerned how sustainable it is for the people that are in the community that they're seeking to impact and to lead? Such as, if a community can't accept change or understand change, then the community will not be able to be viable or sustainable when it comes to social acceptance. Viable means capable of working successfully, feasible, capable of being done or carried out, work as intended. Sustainable means able to be maintained at a certain rate or level, able to uphold or defend. It's imperishable, livable, renewable, supportable, unending, and worthwhile. It's also important that when you look at being accepted and social acceptance, to presume that the resources that are going to be supplied are finite with long-term view, priorities and consequences in the ways in which resources are used. But a lot of the people that are leading communities and leading cultures, they're not thinking about those that are underneath them that they lead in that aspect. But yet they want to make sure that those who do not conform to what they desire, either you are accepted or you're rejected. And that's what makes a lot of people fearful. But at the same time, as I observe and I pray, and I see people are still challenged and still placed in positions of struggle, then I wonder, how good is that acceptance and that social acceptance that I should desire to be accepted? Instead, I wonder, why is it that everyone runs to be accepted to something that is putting pressure upon them and that's not helping them to grow or to become sustainable? It's important that when you're applying and impacting communities, that you're making sure that their environmental is sustainable, their social is sustainable, and their economics is sustainable. You want to make sure that those resources are finite with a long-term view. You want to create a balance and a sustainable future for not just that community, but for all that are on this planet. You want to look at the raw materials being used, the human labor, and the energy to try to eliminate those things. Then you're not really working for the best interest of a people. You're only working for the best interest for you, for being a stakeholder, for being a capitalist, for being someone that keep your hand upon the people and keeping them pressed, and where they're always looking for a way out, when you could automatically provide that way for them by making sure that you apply the social acceptance and use it in the right manner in which it's supposed to be implemented, and not just for you being fashionably to be in front of a TV screen or have everyone to like you and accept you and to go along with what you say, but you're actually making sure that everyone is being sustainable economically, financially, socially, environmentally. So when it comes to it being accepted, you need to look at why you're working so hard to be accepted into something. And is it making you be sustainable for a long-term view?